Hey Drew, this is Keaton Everett with ABC, going over your pitching video from camp. We're going to go through and talk a little bit about your mechanics and talk a little bit about, each step that I kind of look for, and we'll go through it and break it down frame by frame and just kind of go over a few things. You do a real good job at getting extension, using your legs, getting down the mound. Now it's just a matter of a few tweaks sort of initially, how you're setting up to sort of help yourself get a little bit more consistent and not rush so much, all right? So, a lot of times down the stretch we want to be quick. We want to, obviously be as quick as we can on the plate to keep the runners on. But just make sure that even when you're doing a side, you can still get a little bit of a leg kick, all right? You can still be just as quick to the plate with a leg kick than none at all right? None at all really sort of takes your lower half out of the equation. We basically want our lower half, our hips, doing most of the work because that's where we get our power from and our torque, all right? And I know, too, that there's a cameraman, too, so I don't know if you do it every time, but make sure that once you come set, your eyes are locked on that target and on that catcher the whole time, all right? So right off this bat, the initial setup here, all right, everything's looking pretty good right here. And then what I'm just talking about rushing is you can see that right as you get going, your first movement, you just basically lift that leg up so you can get going, and now you rock back quite a bit. You change that posture, which isn't too bad to get a little bit of lean back, but that's just a little bit extreme. It's just basically, your head staying over this spot while you're getting your legs going. So it sort of feels like you're getting momentum, but you're really not. All right, so just play around with you can still get a little bit of a leg kick. Just get it up to here maybe, but we got to get our hips initially closed off, all right? Right here, your hips never get closed off, so you can't get any power in them, all right? Usually from the stretch, guys will maybe get up to about right here. That knee will get over that back foot. All right, now their hips are closed to lead down the mound, all right? So just something that you want to try to get to of even with the slide step, even if you're really going slide step, you can still get that knee back a little bit so your hips can lead, all right? Basically right here, your hips just don't lead down the mound, all right? It's your foot that kind of kicks out, and then you lean back here, all right? A little bit of lean is fine, like I said, but maybe just make sure it's staying over that back hip and not, closer to your knee, all right? So, like I said, you're getting good extension. You get right here at foot strike. So one of the other good spots we like to look at is right when that front foot hits the ground, which is right here. You have great extension, all right? You have really good extension. Your hips starting to turn, all right, before that shoulder, okay? And now one thing that you can kind of see is your foot looks like it's a little bit turned open, all right? That's just, again, from sort of that not getting your hips closed, your foot, your hips are kind of getting out in front of everything and opening up a little bit early. But right at this foot strike, all right, everything's looking pretty good. If it's looking like your front side's closing off or opening up just a little bit early, you can see it kind of pulling off a little bit to the side. Usually about right here, we'd like to still see that elbow a little bit closed off, still in that glove out over that front foot. But that's sort of that middle ground. It's decent here, but again, just make sure you watch that. You're not popping that foot towards that first baseman or that left-handed hitter. We want to try to get it straight on the catcher or maybe a little bit closed, because that means we're keeping our hips closed a little bit longer, all right? So through your release, all right, you're doing a real good job at getting full extension, driving through that back leg, getting that head out over that front foot real well. All right, so you're getting really good extension. Now it's just a matter of just trying to get a little bit closed off with your hips, get a little bit closed off farther down the mound, meaning we want to try to get them closed, about right here. Then that's when your leg kind of starts to swing out and get open early. All right, so that'll help you out and get a lot more velocity and power, especially as you get older and stronger. Basically, how you're getting velocity is this rock load back here and then releasing it forward. You're not getting enough from that lower half. All right, we still want to try to get hips closed So we're not popping this open early. We're keeping this closed a little bit longer. But again, great extension, releasing with the back foot on the ground. Everything's really good. It's a really solid delivery. You got a lot of stuff to work off of, so that's good to see. All right, arm shape wise, nothing's registering too crazy with some arm injury potential. A lot of times, if you'll see guys, too far this way, or you'll see the biggest ones are when you see elbows up here or elbows really far down here. But you got a pretty good angles going on, so that's good. All right, so now just try to keep that closed off a little bit longer and finish. You probably would be seeing at about right this point, right about here, you're probably seeing that glove out over that front foot. All right, so just a quick and easy fix, but something that you should work on. So hopefully you're able to pick up a few things and take them on with you this season. Hopefully good luck this season. And thanks again for making it out to camp. Hopefully you had a great time, and hopefully we'll see you again with ABC.